All right, we got the Mevo on charge. We got the radar gun on charge.
Let me get a charger.
iPad. Here, the iPad goes right here. Right here. Well, we got to have the. Here we go. All right. Alabama Jammer, remember Dixieland Delight. All right, got everything you need? Oh shit, there's the link right there.
All right, let me post this to the phone thing.
Yeah, send me that link. When you get it. I'm gonna post it on my Facebook.
Yeah, we ready. Try this one more time, please.
I like these little pin stripes they got.
Yeah, they're pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. Try this thing. Corey, you got your phone out. Will you go to the live feed on Mississippi Bombers thing? On T. I'll get it right here, Corey.
Let's see, yep.
You got to go to, it's going to take you to YouTube. You got it?
Yeah.
Tell me if you got audio. It's going to be about a 5-second delay.
Audio test, 1, 2, test, audio test.
Maybe more than 5 seconds, like 10 or 15 seconds. 10 seconds.
Steve, do it, audio.
Audio, hello. Audio Bombers, hello.
Still got it up. Corey. Hold on, Corey went away from it. Keep it on there, keep it on there. Hold on. This work?
Audio, hello. Audio, hello. Audio. Bombers.
This
Bombers.
Work. This work.
You got both of us?
It's a delay. Well, the whole thing's a bad delay.
Well, it all catches up though.
Test audio test 1 2 1 2.
It's picking up everything.
Testing 1 2 3 4. You got it?
Yeah, I can do it all.
All right, Tommy, you may want to try to see where it's at on that thing, on that mic thing. Make sure that it's not up too high.
We got it about 75% of the way.
Yeah, turn it down into toward the middle. I think that's where we've been having it. I got to get me some glasses. I can't see.
Here we go. Your mic's not clicking back and check. When we were trying it yesterday, won't we plug directly into the Mevo?
I think so.
That's why it wasn't working. We weren't running through iPad mic.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome into the Mississippi Bombers softball. The Bombers getting ready to start the ball game here against this 11 o'clock start time. Looks like Meg Vinson's going to come out and be the starting pitcher for the Bombers. The Bombers in their third game of the fall. First pitch from Vinson's called a strike. And the Bombers are faced up here against the Silverhawks 18U team. Not sure where they're from, but we'll get some of that information here in just a little bit. So the Bombers 18 versus the Silverhawks 18. Vincent on the mound for the Bombers. Callahan back behind the plate. Osmond's over there at third base. Eister's at shortstop. Jordan's at second. That is McKinley Jones at first base. Screwball from Vincent misses way outside. Pitch from Vincent, swing and a miss. It's going to be strike two. This is the leadoff hitter, number 3. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now from Vincent.
Another cloudy, cool morning for the Bombers out here.
Swing tapped foul by this leadoff hitter. Lydia Feist is going to be in right field for the Bombers. Carly Helsing is in center field. And Lovall is in left field for the Bombers. Swing and tapped foul again. So this leadoff hitter for the Silverhawks is in a good battle with Vincent. This is Leah Vandehey. She's the leadoff hitter from St. Charles North High School in St. Louis. Next pitch from Vincent's going to miss up high. That was a rise ball, 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's all important for Vincent to try to get this first out. You don't want to give up any walks here, the leadoff batter. Next pitch from Vincent, and exactly what she did. She walked her. That was a good battle between Vincent and Vandehey. Vandehey won that one with a leadoff walk.
Not what we were looking for to start this off, Red.
No, absolutely. You don't want any kind of leadoff walks to start the ball game. This is going to be number 25 now to step in. First pitch from Vincent's going to miss outside, ball 1. This is Brianna Peachman.
Nice snag there by Callahan with that runner on first.
Vincent's going to miss outside, just missing. Vincent's just missing these outside pitches on the corners. About 2 or 3 inches outside and just barely missing, so she'll get it dialed in here in just a second. Vandehey's over there at first base, and this is Peachman, the batter. A 2-0 pitch from Vincent, up high. 3 balls and no strikes. So Vincent's going to have to come at Peachman here, just challenge her with a good old country fastball right down the middle here. Throw your best fastball right down the middle. Strike 1. And that's what Vincent's going to have to do here. Challenge Peachman until you get back into the count here. Make her hit the ball. Maybe see if she's going to go be aggressive at 3-1. A 3-1 fastball from Vincent. That's going to be burn it right over to Osmond. Osmond's going to pick her up, throw it into right field. And so the Bombers got what they wanted, and the runner's going to score from first base. Vincent did exactly what she needed to do there with a 3-1 pitch, threw it right down the middle. Peachman grounded it to Osmond. Osmond threw it into right field, and in the right fielder, that's feisty out there in right field. I believe it got by her, and so that was a 2-base error. And the Silverhawks have taken a 1-0 lead on a walk and an error. Just like that, it's 1-0.
Just like that, it'll happen.
A little curveball from Vincent. This is number 37, Barry, the batter. B-A-R-R-Y, Barry. Number 20, Robertson, comes out on deck for the Silverhawks. So Vincent and the Bombers got to go to work here. Called strike. Callahan set up outside. Vincent hit the outside corner. So no balls and 2 strikes, and Vincent, this is where she needs a strikeout. No 2 pitch from Vincent, up in and on the hands of Barry. That was a good 0-2 pitch by Vincent. A screwball ran in on the hands of Barry. Barry was lucky to foul that ball off. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The last pitch by Vincent, 59 miles an hour. Callahan set up way outside. That was about 2 feet out. Vincent tried to waste a pitch. I don't think she necessarily wanted it that far out. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Barry. Vincent came in again on the hands, up and in. A good pitch by Meg Vincent. We'll see if Vincent will come back here with some kind of maybe off speed. Now, Barry's done seen about 5 or 6 pitches. Maybe throw a changeup in there. At least let her look at it. Swing and a little nova over toward the third base dugout. Vincent looking over there at the dugout, getting the signals. Coach Vincent's over there calling the dugout, calling the pitches for this senior pitcher from DeSoto Central High School. Vincent wants it outside. Little curveball struck her out. Nice pitch by Vincent, a curveball on the inside part of the plate. And that's a good strikeout at a good time. This is going to be number 20. Robertson's going to step in now. She's the number 4 hitter with Peachman over there at third base. Pitch from Vincent misses outside.
Hey, leave it on the tee. There's no one better here. There's no one better, Momo.
A 1-0 pitch to Robertson is pulled foul. Inside pitch from Vincent. Robertson was early, pulled it foul down the first base line. What's number 7's name? A 1-1 pitch now from Vincent. Screwball misses outside.
Chantos, Ashley Chantos, number 7. She's a 2022, committed to the Warriors.
Okay, she's on deck there. Vincent misses again, 3 balls and 1 strike. So Vincent's trying to throw this outside screwball, just can't find the zone on it right now. She's going to have to come over the middle here with Robertson at the plate. 3-1 pitch up high. Vincent with the rise ball. Callahan's going to throw down to third base. And Callahan's going to throw it into left field. That's going to be another run for the Silverhawks. And a couple errors by the Bombers here in the top of the first inning, and the Bombers trail 2-0. So the bases are empty. It's a 3-2 count, so Vincent needs to get Robertson here. Throw your best pitch right here. That was a good pitch right at the knees on the outside part of the plate. No call. Umpire didn't like it as much as everybody else did. So Robertson walks. So 2 walks in the inning, 2 errors, and it's giving the Silverhawks a 2-0 lead. The Silverhawks don't have a hit in the game. That ball's going to be lifted by Chantos over out of play down the left field line. So right now Vincent's struggling with this screwball on the outside part of the plate, just can't get it called for a strike. And so you just got to change your approach here, start bringing that thing in just a little bit more. That's a good pitch by Vincent. All else fails. A good spot at fastball, still one of the best pitches in softball. A little tap foul by Chantos, and now Vincent's back in the count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Robertson over there at first. She drew a walk. That's that same outside pitch Vincent's been throwing the whole game so far. Hit it. Three balls and 2 strikes now to Chantos. Little ground ball to the second baseman. Jordan's going to make the play. It's going to be 2 outs. So Chantos is going to be retired 4-3. It's going to be 2 outs in the inning now. Robertson has moved over to third base. It's going to bring in number 5. What's number 5's name?
Hurst.
Hurst.
Emily Hurst.
Okay. So Hurst is going to come to the plate now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number 6 hitter in the lineup.
Senior this year.
Swing and a miss on a curveball. That was a nice pitch by Vincent. Little inside pitch. That's a nice pitch. Vincent misses on the inside part of the plate. So if it's not right down the middle, this umpire don't seem to be wanting to call very much. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Hurst. 2 outs in the inning. Swing a little chopper over to first base. It's going to go foul. Jones was there. Just a little bit foul. And so now Vincent's in ahead here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hurst. 2 outs in the inning. Silverhawks ahead 2-0. Vincent missed with a rise ball now, so let's see what she comes back here with. A 2-2 pitch to Hurst. Little curve ball is going to be lifted into center field. That's trouble. It's going to be back. It's going to be a home run. A 2-out, 2-run home run by Hurst, and the Silverhawks have jumped all over the Bombers, so you're 4-0. That was a curveball from Vincent left over the middle of the plate, and Hurst took advantage of it. The Silverhawks are ahead here 4-0. That's the first base hit of the inning for the Silverhawks. So this is the 7th hitter of the lineup coming in for the Silverhawks team. Oh, wow, that was a terrible pitch. An umpire called that a strike. That ball was way outside. Number 8. Number 8, this is going to be Nesnadal. Curveball from Vincent. It's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Nesnadal. The Bombers just want to get out of this first inning. Top of the first inning. It's been a long one for the Bombers. A 2-2 pitch from Vincent. That's going to be trouble. That's going to be back against the fence. That's going to be back. It's going to be caught by Johnson right at the fence. Or is that... Who is that in center field? I've got a...
Nice toss there, Abby. Nice toss.
That was Helsing. Helsing that made a good play on that ball right at the fence.
Yeah, she saved your Bombers right there with that big out to get the Bombers out of trouble as they find themselves trailing early in a 4-0 ball game.
Yeah, not the way you want to get started here this early on Saturday morning here in Chesterfield, Missouri, that's for sure. 1 hit in the inning, 2 walks and 2 errors, and that spelled doom for the Bombers.
Bombers hoping to get the rest of the games in this weekend. Good chance
Yeah,
of rain coming in
that,
after this.
home run ball is a curve ball that left it right over the middle of the plate.
Right up in the meat.
Yeah, right in the middle.
We're lucky on that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's picking up cars all over the place on the radar.
Is it?
Maybe if we tilt it.
I turned it more.
Like just bring it to the back of the towards you, back of the tripod, and then tilt it down.
No, that need to tilt
There
it
you
more
go.
right, not left.
There you go. That should.
No, that's worse. It's picking up every car now. You turn it. We got to keep it turned left.
Yeah, keep it turned.
It needs to go.
Yeah, right.
Damn thing.
So the Bombers are going to come to bat here, trailing 4-0. Eister's going to be the leadoff hitter. Riley Eister, the senior out of Hernando High School in Hernando, Mississippi. Eister committed to McNeese State University down in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Eister's going to have to try to get the Bombers started here. The Bombers got work to do here, trailing 4-0. These are about an hour and 15-minute time limits. They haven't been long games so far. The two games yesterday, we got 4 innings in the first game, 5 innings in the second. So 4 or 5 inning ball games here in this Showcase 1 tournament here in Chesterfield, Missouri. Eister's going to bunt it out in the middle, front of the plate, and she's going to be safe. Eister with it, doing her thing here early in the ball game. That's what she likes to do when she's on dirt here, and that dirt ball just got right out in front of the plate and died. The third baseman didn't really have a chance. Give Eister a bunt single, and the Bombers have a base runner. Important for the Bombers here now just to come back. You don't have to come back and get 4 runs, but you have to come back and get 1 or 2. Get back in the ball game here. A big swing by Carly Helsing there. Helsing had a home run last night. A double and a home run in the first game yesterday for Helsing. Had 3 RBIs. And so Helsing's got some pop. Helsing's going to show a bunt. It's going to be out in front of the plate. That's going to be a single. The catcher made a diving attempt for it. Couldn't get there. That's a tough play for the catcher, but she made a nice effort. But Helsing, give her a single. A little bunt single. She was just trying to sacrifice Eister to second. Turns out it's going to be a bunt single for Helsing. And now here comes your big hitter in McKinley Jones. And so with one swing here, Jones can get the Bombers right back in the ball game. Runners at first and second for the Bombers, and McKinley Jones at the plate. Jones last summer on the 16U team led the Bombers in home runs. Jones also signed with McNeese State as well down in Lake Charles. Try to get this pitcher's name and number. Jones offered at that pitch. That was a little bit up in the zone. Jones went after it.
23.
Number 50.
Armstead.
Armstrong, 57.
57 Armstrong.
57 Armstrong is the pitcher for this Silverhawks team. Pitch missed up high. So Jones ahead in the count here, looking for one good pitch. There it is, and Jones just was a little bit late. Jones a little bit late on it. And you can tell the Bombers, this is the first tournament of the fall. Bombers hadn't seen much live hitting, live pitching since July. So it's going to take a few games here. Normally, McKinley Jones would have crushed that last pitch. Swing, and here's another foul ball out of play.
If you turn it back right, you're going to catch every car.
Well, I'm trying to turn it down.
I can't get it to tilt. There you go. Perfect.
Another swing and a foul back by McKinley Jones. So Jones is getting her hacks here. See if Jones can get one to straightened out. Eister's out there at second. Helsing's at first. 2 bunt singles to start the ball game for the Bombers. Swinging a hard hit ball to the second baseman. Jones hit it hard right at the second baseman. Second baseman caught a line drive, and that's bad luck for the Bombers and McKinley Jones. Jones hit that ball hard just right at the second baseman. It's going to bring in Osment now. That's a fly ball into deep right field. Back goes the right fielder. Eister's going to tag, and Eister's going to go to third. That's going to get by. Eister's going to score. So an error by the Silverhawks lets Eister score from second on a fly ball. And the Bombers have 1 run back on the board. So the Bombers get one of those runs back. Makes it 4-1 here in the bottom of the first. Helsing also went to second on the error. Give an E9 out there to the right fielder. She threw that right by the second baseman. E9 puts Helsing at second. This is going to be Jordan. Osment with a fly out to right field. This is going to be Jordan. Jordan's going to lift a fly ball into center. The center fielder's going to come in and make the catch.
Going to be the third out.
Do what? From the Bombers, yeah. Half of them's out of Mississippi and half of them's out of Missouri. Yeah, yeah.
This fall, we're a mixture of Missouri Bombers and Mississippi
It's a little
Bombers.
hybrid team this fall. Yeah.
Feist coming into the circle this inning for the Bombers. Going to relieve Vinson.
So number 10, Duval, is going to step in. She'll be the leadoff hitter for the Silverhawks here in the second. Feisty is going to be the new pitcher. Feisty will be the new pitcher for the Bombers here to start this second inning.
Strike low in the zone.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes down to Duval. That's a changeup that was up high. Duval chased it. It's a good pitch by Feist there with 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes now to Duval. Swing and ripped into right field. Here comes the right fielder. That's number 10. That's Jamie Johnson back in right field now for the Bombers. She got the ball back in. A little base hit by Duval there.
Who do we have at second out there, Red?
Do what?
18, second. is in for
At second base. Yeah, that's Curtis.
Curtis. Okay.
Curtis is in at second base now too for the Bombers. Trying to keep up with all these new faces and these new numbers. Number 12, Magnus, is the batter. Swing, and it's going to be lifted out of play. Jones is going to come over and look at it, but it's going to be out of play. And so Feisty's going to be ahead here of Magnus. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little changeup. That's going to be ripped into left field. That's going to be caught. That was a hard hit ball, a changeup that was outside, and Magnus drilled it into left field. The left fielder out there made a good play. And I think that is Lovall out there in left field.
Yes, number 13.
Yeah, Lovall's in left field. I almost got over her head.
There we go.
So 1 out in the inning. This is number 29 at the plate, and 29 is... We don't have a number 29. Who is 29? Maybe 22. What's that number on her shirt?
I believe it's 29. Is there a 39?
No, no 29 or 39.
It's 29. Who's 22?
Jimenez.
She's wearing 22 helmet.
Yeah, it's 29 Jimenez, but she's got 22 on her helmet. So 29 Jimenez is the batter. 1 ball and 2 strikes to her. She's the number 10 hitter in the lineup. The pitch from Feisty, this is just a little bit high.
Close enough to have called it.
Yeah, I could have called that either way. Nobody would have argued about it.
Not for 1
So
second.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to Jimenez. Called strike.
There it is.
He let her have 1. He didn't let her have the second one. Jimenez is going to strike out. There's going to be 2 outs in the inning.
You can always count on Blue to come through.
This is going to be number 23 at the plate. This is going to be the number 11 hitter. And 23 is Nearing. Little change up from Feist, misses up high.
Nice snag.
So Nearing's the batter. Curveball on the outside part of the plate. That's a good pitch. Yeah, it was about 3 inches outside, but we'll take it.
Every day that ends in Y.
Yeah. So Duval's still over there at first base. She had a leadoff single, and she's been there ever since. That was a strike. So Nearing's going to be in the hole here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bombers trying to get out of the second inning with no damage. Swing and a miss, and Nearing strikes out. And so Feisty strikes out 2 batters in the inning. No runs, 1 left on for the Silverhawks. And we'll move to the bottom of the second. The Bombers trail 4-1.
Due up here, bottom of the second is Lovell, Callahan, and Vincent. First pitch to Lovell. She's going to put a hack on it. It's going to go out there to center field, and center field's going to come in and make the catch now for out number 1, bringing up Callahan to the plate.
Yeah, Lovell hit that ball good, TC, just right at the center fielder. So Bombers need to catch a few breaks here.
Yes, we do. Let's see if Callahan can get something going with the big hitter Vincent on deck. First pitch to Callahan. It's going to miss way outside, ball 1.
55 miles an hour from Armstrong. So she's not throwing anything overpowering for these Bombers hitters. They just got to get their timing down, get after it.
That's right. Comes the 1-0 pitch. Callahan's going to chop it on the ground. It's going to go foul down right field. She's now with the 1-1 count. Callahan from Hernando High School as well with Eyster.
Little change up right there.
Yeah, caught her looking, caught her looking.
Yeah, kind of froze Callahan. That was a nice change up on the inside part of the plate.
Callahan got to go to work now with 2 strikes and 1 ball. High outside, she's now with the 22 count.
Bombers sporting these new pinstripe uniforms. They're looking good.
Looking sharp. Misses outside again. Callahan now with the full count.
First time we've seen the Bombers this fall, obviously, in these uniforms.
3-2. She has nothing to do but to pitch to her now, Red.
They walked
And
her.
she walked her. Callahan will draw a walk, giving the Bombers a base runner with 1 out, bringing up Vincent to the plate. Callahan's going to come in. Laval's going to go in and run for Callahan for the catcher position. Getting a lot of speed over there with Laval on first base. Super fast base runner. Vincent drills it out in the center field. It's going to be into the glove of the center fielder again. That's 2 hard hit balls by the Bombers, but number 3 out there is soaking them up. So that's 2 outs with a runner on first still.
Yeah, Vincent hit that ball hard right on the line. I mean, it probably never got more than 8 feet off the ground and hit it right at the center fielder out there at about 180 on the line. Another bad luck for the Bombers.
And that's going to be 1, 2, 3 for the Bombers.
Yeah, two hard hits in the inning for the Bombers. Nothing to show for it.
And the walk didn't get us anywhere, drawn by Callahan. And your Bombers are still trailing in a 4-0 ball game going into the top of the 3rd.
What part of the country are you from? Farmington.
80 miles south.
I got you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've passed through Farmington. Yeah, we just
Callahan and Price.
most of the girls from south of Memphis.
Pitcher-catcher combo here for the
Yeah,
Bombers.
in Mississippi. Yeah.
Jordan back out at second. Rest of the lineup stays the same.
Radio station. Are you on the radio?
Well, yeah, on Facebook Live and YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool anymore, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it really is.
It's a good idea, Red. We could start a Bombers radio channel.
Yeah, the Bombers Radio Network. Yeah.
You think we can make it to the FM frequency?
Yeah. I don't know. The FCC may have something to say about that.
You have to go through the FCC for that?
Oh, sure. I'm sure you would.
All right, who do we have up at the plate?
Let's see who this is. Number 14, Kennedy.
First pitch swinging, fouls it straight back, strike 1.
This is Kennedy, the batter for the Silverhawks. This is number 12 batter in the lineup, so I don't know how many players they got, but I hadn't seen the top of the lineup come back out yet, TC.
That pitch is going to stay up high from Feist. Count now to Kennedy is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, beautiful. Comes in for a strike. Outside coming back in across the plate.
Yeah, Feisty here is just trying to hold them down. I mean, you know, 4-1 is not out of hand yet. You don't want to give up any more runs. Give the Bombers offense a chance to wake up here. This is obviously the bottom of the lineup, the number 12 and 13 hitters coming up, so
Absolutely.
Feisty can take advantage of that.
It's going to be back out of play. That's going to hit out there deep to center field. Center fielder's calling for it. Going to come in and make the catch with ease.
That's Helsing.
Helsing.
Yeah, Helsing made a good play on that. Little routine fly ball for her.
Absolutely getting the first out here for the Bombers. Brings up 23 to the plate, number 12 hitter for the lineup for the Silverhawks.
Yeah, so they're batting 13. This is actually number 13.
13 hitter. Lucky number 13. Fouls that one off into the field back here behind us. Strike one. Hoping to get these games in before the rain comes in this afternoon. Hope it holds off. She's going to foul that one straight back into the field behind us again. Almost landing on the head of the batter over here behind us.
So Feisty's done a good job since she's come in getting ahead of these batters. That's what you want to do. No balls and 2 strikes now to Kennedy, so now put her away here.
A lot of movement on her pitches. A lot of movement. Ball's moving really well for her.
Nice pitch. That's
Nice.
way outside.
Yes.
That was a setup. Nice job by Feisty hitting an 0-2 spot there. Ball's about 6 inches outside, Tommy.
It's exactly what you want to see on that. Bombers now retiring too. We at the top of the lineup yet for the Silverhawks?
Yeah, we're back at the top now. This is Van de Hey.
First pitch, strike.
That last batter that Feisty struck out, that's her 3rd strikeout in an inning and 2/3. So
We'd like to see the 4th one right here.
yeah,
And she's way ahead now. She's looking good. Count is now 0-2. As this leadoff is going to look at one pitch for a strike and then foul another one off for strike 2.
yeah. Van de Hey walked and scored in the first inning there on that walk in an error. Keep her off base here and don't start any trouble.
No trouble wanted.
Ooh, and she hit her. That's probably going to be a little bit sore. Looked like it hit her right in the ribs, right in the back.
Well, she walked her first at bat, like Red said. Now she's hit by a pitch. Bombers have 2 outs. Let's just keep her from scoring. Don't want that to come back to bite the Bombers. Brings up 25.
Yeah, Peckman.
Peckman.
Yeah, there goes Van de Hey. She's going to try to steal the base. Nobody there.
Nobody there. A great throw by Callahan. Nobody came over, covered the bag, so
Not
she's
sure.
going to be safe at second.
I'm not sure what was going on between Eister and Jordan out there, but Eister looked like she bit on the bunt attempt by Peckman. Eister looked like she took off toward the bunt, but nobody was even close to second base.
It's a great.
That's Eister's bag.
Well, that worked out for the Silverhawks. They showed the bunt. Runner took second. Throw was there. Nobody there to catch the ball, so it doesn't work out for the Bombers. That pitch's going to miss up high. And that hit by a pitch is threatening now again to score. She's She got around the bases last time on errors by the Bombers, and we're hoping for not to have a repeat happen right here. That pitch's going to miss low outside. Not getting the calls from the umpire that we'd like to see here on these pitches by Feist.
Yeah, Vandehey's getting a huge lead out there at second base. There's nobody, the second baseman, shortstop's nowhere to be found out there close to second. She's getting a huge lead. He'll score on a base hit.
Lead to count is now 3-0.
Second base.
In the Bombers defense here.
I'd like to see Eister stop about right there. I don't know why she's playing so close to third base.
Jordan almost in the first base position. That's going to be popped up. It's going to stay shallow. Pitcher's calling it. Out number 3, and your Bombers get out of trouble.
Yeah, I think that defense there with the Bombers is just maybe not being familiar with each other out there at shortstop and second. You got to close that gap down.
Well, we have 2 players that's played together before in those positions. Bombers still trailing in the 4-1 game. We have some time now to close this gap. Back at the top of the lineup, Eister coming out.
It's going to be a new pitcher here too, TC, for the Silverhawks. Got a new pitcher coming in. Nesnadal. The new pitcher for this Silverhawks team is going to be Abby Nesnadal, a 2022 graduate. Looks like she's committed to Brookline University. Bellarmine University.
What'd you say her name was, Rick?
Nesnadal, Abby Nesnadal, the new pitcher.
What happened to Thomas, Jones, Williams,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Thompson, no names?
It sure would be nice to get a few Smiths and Jones in here.
Yeah.
So Eister now needs to take a few pitches here, get a good look at Nesnadal, maybe get the Bombers started.
Off the toe of the pitcher, out into middle, up the middle of the field. So Eister's going to start us off here with a single. Brings up Helsing, big 2-run home run last night. McKinley Jones on deck.
Yeah, that's just what the Bombers needed there for Eister to get on base. Here comes all the big hitters, Helsing, Jones, and Osment. I don't think Eister would be stealing any bases, but it's interesting now we've got a left-handed catcher back here behind the plate for the Silverhawks.
There goes Eister.
There goes
There's the
Eister.
throw
There's
from
the
the
throw.
catcher. And Blue's going to say she left early, and Eister's out. Eister stopped before she even got to second base with the umpire calling her out for leaving off the bag early.
Well, that's
Not how we needed to start off.
Well, I'm not sure if it's a great call at 4-1. You're at a 4-1 deficit. I'm not sure why you want to steal bases there, but Eister's got to be smarter than that. You can't be getting called out trailing 4-1 for leaving early. So not a good decision by the Bombers. You have your big hitters up, Helsing, Jones, and Osment coming to the plate. Sometimes, you take chances like that and it ends up backfiring on you.
Helsing now with no runners on. It's going to get out of play, thank goodness.
Bombers doing a good job right now. TC is shooting herself in the foot.
Yes. We're 4 for 4 on that.
Yeah, a couple errors, couple of walks, leaving early. Just Helston's going to strike out.
It's going to bring up McKinley Jones to the plate. Let's see if she can get on base and get something back going here for the Bombers as we're down by 3 runs. Top of the 5th inning, bottom of the 3rd inning. Sorry. Jones going to swing and a miss, first pitch. Oh, 1 pitch to Jones. That's going to be drilled out into left field, and left fielder is going to come in and try to catch it on her knees. It's going to get past her. It's going to roll to the fence. Jones is going to be held up at second base, and the Bombers have something going now with Osmond at the plate. One swing from the big hitter from Tennessee, Murray State commit, could make this a 1-run ball game.
Yeah, now that leaving early by Eister comes back to haunt you here now, because Eister would have scored easily on that double by Jones.
Yep. The errors always come back and bite.
Yeah, mistakes usually come back to get you one way or another.
That's life. That's going to stay outside. Blue not giving Silverhawks the call on that. It looked pretty good from back here. Blue didn't like it. That's all that matters. Osmond now with the 1-0 count. That is out. That's gone.
Trouble.
Bye.
Going to be
Bye.
trouble back.
Bye. No.
Caught it at the fence. Held up.
That stayed infield. That ball had a lot of height, and I thought that ball was a lot deeper than it was, Red, but center fielder caught it at the fence. That's going to be out number 3. Bombers still trailing by 3 runs now as we go into the top of the 4th.
Yeah, Osmond gave that a good ride, but it's about 52 degrees up here, cloudy, overcast. Nice summer day. That might have went on out of the park.
Laval's going to come in and catch. Feist still in the circle. Vincent going
Gonna go to first.
somewhere on the field. First base. I said it was gone when she hit it, Corey, but it,
Got so much on it.
yeah.
Yeah, let's see a couple changes for the Bombers. Like you said, Tommy, Lovall's going to be back behind the plate, the catcher. Vincent's going to slide in at first. Jordan's back out there at second. Curtis is going to move out there to left field.
Still Vincent at short, Osmond at third. Now those were strikes earlier.
It's going to be number 37 now, Barry, the leadoff hitter here in the 4th for the Silverhawks. The Silverhawks lead 4-1. A few mistakes by the Bombers have give this Silverhawks the 4-1 lead. The Silverhawks, going back looking through the lineup, they still only have 2 base hits, one being a home run, the other a single, but a couple of base on balls and a couple of errors. And that's how they got their 4 runs. That's going to be a fly ball right out to shortstop. Eister's going to make the catch. That's going to be the first out of the inning. So good job by Feisty here, the pitcher for the Bombers. Feisty's kind of come in and settled things down since the 2nd. This is her 3rd inning of work. This is going to be number 20. Robertson's going to step in. Robertson walked her first time up. Little change up from Feist there. They're going to miss up high. Little screwball by Feisty there on the outside part of the plate. That's a nice pitch. One ball and one strike now to Robertson. There's that changeup again. I think Feisty, the way she looked last night with that changeup, she threw it a little bit slower. Today it seems like she's throwing it maybe just a tad harder and hadn't been able to spot it just yet. Swing and a miss on a nice fastball on the outside part of the plate. Going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Robertson. 1 out in the inning. We're in the top of the 4th. Two balls and 2 strikes now to Robertson. Swing a little ground ball to Jordan. Jordan's going to make the play and throw her out. 4-3 on the put out. Robertson's out. That's going to retire Robertson, and Feisty retired the first 2 batters of the inning now. 1, 2, let's see, go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feisty's retired 8 of the last 9 batters that she faced. And so Feisty's coming in doing a good job. This is Chantos here, the number 5 hitter in the lineup. And she grounded out to Jordan last time as well. So Chantos in the hole here. And now Feisty's one strike away now from getting out of the 4th. That's going to be lifted into left field. The left fielder's right there, Curtis. Curtis was actually playing over on the line in left field and almost made the catch. One ball and 2 strikes now to Chantos. Swing and lift it into left field. Now she's going to find a hole. Here comes the center fielder. That's a nice play by Helsing. Helsing, the center fielder, was basically playing over in left center. The Bombers had the shift on. It worked out perfect for the Bombers that time, or that was going to be a base hit. So Helsing and the Bombers defensively take a hit away from Chantos, and that's going to end the inning with a fly out to center field. We're going to move to the bottom of the 4th. The Bombers still trail 4-1.
All right.
You got it?
Jordan up at the plate.
Jordan, Lovall, and Callahan.
Yep, Jordan, Lovall, and Callahan due up. Lovall on deck. First pitch to Jordan. I believe that was her first pitch. Nope, second pitch. She's now looking at the 0-2 count. Jordan going to Jones down in Mississippi. That's going to be hit up, and they're calling it, and that's going to stay on the infield. Jordan's going to be out. She flies up to the 4-hole.
Yeah, Tommy, the Bombers just can't get anything going offensively right now.
We're not cooking with what you call grease.
Well, it's just hadn't seen live pitching for several months, and so they're just a little bit behind.
Trying to get warmed up here. Bombers trying to get it going.
Bombers will have to get ready. They got a big tournament in Oxford, Mississippi next week, a home Bombers showcase down there, and so
The defending champions of
have
that
to-
tournament.
have to
That's
get the
gonna be
bats
lifted
going.
out there
That's
to
gonna-
right field. That's down for a hit. Lovall's going to go ahead and take second. The throw comes in, cut off, and it's overthrown over to third. And Lovall's got something going here now with one out. She's on second, brings up Callahan.
Yeah, that was a nice hit by Lovall there. She drilled that right into the left, right center field gap. Easy stand-up double for Lovall. Now here comes Callahan.
Yep,
Callahan
Drew
can tie it
Walker.
up. Vincent's going to come out on deck.
Drew will walk her last at bat. If she can get on somehow and bring up the big hitter, Vincent from DC. Callahan thinks about it, changes her mind. That first pitch is a strike.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch. Callahan's got to get ready to pull the trigger on that one.
You may not see another one as pretty as that. 0-1 pitch coming to Callahan. Here it is. Comes in high and tight. That's
This
gonna be-
pitcher for the Silverhawks, Nezadal, is nothing fancy by any means. 52, 53 miles an hour at best.
Yep. 1-1 count now to Callahan. Callahan's going to bunt it foul. That's going to be strike 2 on her. Lovall on second. Callahan's going to foul that back out of play, straight back. She's still looking at 2 strikes.
You just see with a lot of these Bomber batters, TC, they just not comfortable. They just hadn't seen the pitching over the last couple of months. And Callahan and Jones earlier missing balls that they would normally crush over the fence. It's game number 3 for the Bombers, and so hopefully this afternoon and tomorrow you'll see the Bombers bats come alive a little bit.
If this weather holds off, Callahan now with the 2-2 count again. Hoping to get some more games in.
We hit her, right in the back. That hurt.
Callahan's going to get hit. That's her second time this tournament. She's been hit in 3 games.
Well, Callahan did the right thing. She turned in that right shoulder, being a left-handed batter. She turned that right shoulder in and got her right in the backside of on the backside of her shoulder. Still doesn't feel good by any means.
No, so we're going to have runners at first and second. Bringing up Vincent to the plate. Comes the first pitch to Vincent. That's going to stay high outside, ball 1. Callahan and Lovall eager to score right here. We need these runs on the board for the Bombers. We're down in a 4-1 ball game. Next pitch, Vincent's going to be fouled back out of play. Count now 1-1. Vincent going to Jones as well. Right outside of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The senior from DeSoto Central. South Haven, Mississippi. Ooh, that was the pitch right there. As Vincent's just a little bit under it, fouls it back. Vincent now with the 1-2 count. Daddy over there saying she's got to get on it. Let's hit it hard. Here's the pitch. Stays high outside. 2-2 count now. Lovall with the single. Took second on the error. Callahan hit by pitch. 2 runners on for Vincent. Vincent fouls it back out of play, staying alive, still with the 2-2 count. Comes the 2-2 pitch. Stays high up in her eyes. Just 51 miles an hour there from Silverhawks. Vincent with the full count. Still battling it, fouling it back. Vincent now. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. 2 runners on. That stays up and walks her. Bases loaded now for Feist coming up to the plate. Johnson's going to be the on-deck batter. Big opportunity here for the pitcher, Feist.
Yeah, Feist can help herself out here now, Tommy. Bases loaded, just what she wants. Bombers trailing 4-1. Though Feist now is a go-ahead run, a home run. A home run could put the Bombers ahead.
Big opportunity here for the pitcher from
Yeah, Feisty. I'm sorry, I said Feist. It's Feisty.
Feisty.
Yeah.
She's feisty. Comes the pitch, way outside. Way
Yeah, I have a
outside.
feeling somebody's fixing to jerk one, Tommy, because this pitcher, Nesnadal, is nothing fancy. And Vincent just missed a few pitches, fouled them straight back. And so now Feisty's got a chance here to do some damage.
Comes the 1-0 pitch to Feisty.
Yeah,
Stays
she's
high,
struggling.
43 miles an hour on the radar there, Red.
Yeah, she's struggling now a little bit with the bases loaded. And now this time you got to make her pay for it. This is Nesnadal, the pitcher for the Silverhawks.
Comes the pitch. That's low inside, but Feisty's going to take a hack at it and foul it off down left field. She's now with the 2-1 count. Two now to Feisty. She puts a hack on that and gets under it, misses it for strike 2.
Yeah, it's going to be a big pitch here. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Big pitch for Nesnadal and Feisty. Swing and a miss.
It's going to be a strikeout for Feisty with the bases loaded, bringing up Jamie Johnson to the plate. Big opportunity here for Johnson.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Curtis is going to come out on deck.
First pitch swinging, she fouls it back out of play, strike 1. Johnson getting under a beautiful pitch, missing it, strike 2.
I think it's getting a little bit colder out here, Tommy.
It'll be all right, Pud. Comes a 2-strike pitch. Stays alive, right back into the camera. Give me this.
Tommy's going to get up and do a little IT camera work here. Down. Got to go down. That ball almost got the camera there. That looks pretty good, Tommy. 2 strikes now on Johnson. Swing, and it's going to be ripped into left center field. The center fielder's going to come over, make the catch, and that's going to end the threat by the Bombers. Bombers going to leave 3 runners on base. Could never get a big hit there with the bases loaded. And we'll move to the top of the 5th, and the Bombers trail 4-1. Turn it a little bit to the left, Tommy, the camera. Just a little bit to the left. Not the whole thing, just the camera. That's good. Well, yeah, you get a little bit at the fence when you do that. That's fine though. That ain't gonna hurt nothing.
We're turning it around so I can see it. We've had that in there the whole game.
Okay. All right. You what?
Go ahead.
So Feisty's going to come back out on the mound for the Bombers. She's in her 4th inning of work here as we start the top of the 5th. And Feisty's thrown a good game. You know, she came in relief of Vinson. The Silverhawks jumped on the Bombers in the 1st inning 4-0. And so Feisty came in, has been able to shut this Silverhawks team down ever since. And so trying to get one more inning out of her. We're probably going to be in the last inning here, the 5th inning. And so the Bombers are going to have one more chance to make a comeback here and tie this ball game up or go ahead in the bottom of the 5th. But Feisty's got to keep them off the board here to start the 5th. Lovall still behind the plate for the Bombers, and looks like Callahan's moved into left field out there. Callahan's in left, and looks like Curtis is over there. Curtis has moved into second base. Jones back at first. So we reset the Bombers' defense here. Lovall behind the plate. Feisty's the pitcher. Osmond's at third. Eister's at short. Curtis is at second. Jones is at first. Johnson's in right field. Helsing's in center. And Callahan's in left. That's the Bombers' defense here to start the 5th. Swing and line. That's going to be trouble. That's going to be back. That's going to be a home run. Wow. That ball got out of here quickly. A 2-run shot.
$57-mile-an-hour pitch.
Yeah, that ball was on the
right field.
That ball was on the outside part of the plate, and Nesnadal just tomahawked it almost over the fence in right field. It was a shot, and it took about 1.2 seconds to get out of here. Not a bad pitch by Feisty, but a better job by Nesnadal, the hitter. That makes it 6-1. So a single and a home run to start the 5th, and the Bombers have dug themselves a big hole here.
That's going to be time. Silverhawks are at bat. They're up.
That's the timer, but we're going to finish the inning. Yeah, we'll finish the inning. The Bombers are home team.
We're home team. All right, so we'll get one more chance to do something here, but we are in a big hole down by 5 runs.
Feisty still throwing well, 58 miles an hour on the last pitch. Nice location. This is Duval, the batter. She singled her first time up. The number 8 hitter in the lineup. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Duval.
Another one right in the hole.
Yeah, the Silverhawks, TC, finding all the holes right now. That ball wasn't hit hard by Duval by any means. It was an outside pitch, and she pulled it. Just happened to find a hole over there between Osmond and Eister. 3 hits in a row to start the 5th for the Silverhawks. Magnus now the batter for the Hawks. Last couple of pitches by Feisty. There's couple of the best pitches she's thrown all day. Low and outside, right on the corner. Both strikes. Magnus now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice pitch by Feisty, way outside. A curveball started on the outside part of the plate, moved outside about 6 more inches, and Magnus didn't have a chance with that one.
Chased it all the way out.
This is going to be number 29, Jimenez. She's going to step in. She struck out her first time up against Feisty. Change up from Feisty, misses up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes down to Jimenez. Duval's over there at first base for this Silverhawks team. The pitch, try to go with that outside curveball once again, and Jimenez laid off of it.
Reason why I can't stand this way.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Jimenez is going to strike out. That's back-to-back strikeouts for Feisty. 2 outs in the inning now. It's going to bring in Nearing.
Too hot?
Yeah. Let's bring it down just a little bit. You'll be in good shape. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Well, the umpire gave Feisty that call. That ball was about 6 inches above the dirt. Feisty and the Bombers got the call. So Feisty trying to get the Bombers out of the 5th inning. Bombers now trailing 6-1. A 2-run shot by Nesnadal has busted the game open for the Silverhawks. One ball and 2 strikes now to Nearing. Swing and lifted into left field. That's going to be down the line. Callahan gave it a good look out there. Callahan acts like she's played left field all her life out there on that play. Went a long ways for it, just couldn't get there.
I think it landed actually out of the field where the field line would be.
Yeah.
It's open.
Yeah, there's an open spot down there, and not sure how.
Run out into the parking lot and catch it.
Not sure how that all works. I don't think you can either. It's still 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Nearing. Pitch from Feisty misses on the outside part. So Feisty's still throwing hard here, 58 miles an hour. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Feisty trying to get 1 more strike here and end her day on the mound. Foul tipped back into the glove of Lovall. The runner Duval was gone on the pitch, but a little hit and run action there by the Silverhawks. Swing, and it's going to be pulled over to Osmond. Osmond's going to make the play over there at third in foul territory. That's going to end the inning, but the Silverhawks, like I said, put 2 runs on the board. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th, and the Bombers trail 6-1. Where you guys from?
Southwest suburbs of Chicago.
Of Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, good deal.
Way south, right?
Yeah, just south of Memphis.
How long did it take you to get here?
Oh, about 4 hours.
Okay,
Yeah,
about
4 hours. Not too bad. Yeah, not a bad drive. All right, good luck to y'all.
You guys come here?
We've been to St. Louis before, never here at Chesterfield. Yeah.
Well, we come here every year for this, but normally it's rain. We come here.
Yeah. You too.
From the burbs of Chicago, this
Yeah,
Silverhawks team is.
Always like to find out where these guys are from. So this little Silverhawks team from the suburbs of Chicago, Illinois, which is only about 4.5 hours away, about the same distance
Same for us.
that we travel from North Mississippi. So a new pitcher for the Silverhawks here to start this bottom of the 5th inning. This is going to be the Bombers' last chance. They trail 6-1. And so this is going to be Curtis stepping in for the Bombers. Curtis from Bartlett, Tennessee. Bartlett, Tennessee, a suburb of Memphis. So this new pitcher, number 37, is going to be Barry. Swing and little bunt by Curtis went foul. Eister's going to come out on deck, and that's the top of the lineup for the Bombers. So the Bombers can get Curtis on and get Eister on. They'll get into the big bats of Helsing, Jones, and Osmond. A lot of work left to do here for the Bombers. Two balls and 2 strikes now to Curtis. Swing and fouled out of play. Barry now with a 2-2 pitch to Curtis. Swing, a little slow change-up curve, little slow curve on the outside part of the plate, and Curtis is going to strike out. That's going to be 1 out in the inning. It's going to bring in Eister. Helsing's going to come out on deck.
Eister got on her last at bat with her little bunt single, and then gets called off for leaving early.
Yeah, that was a big spot in the game. That was a big spot in the game there, TC, for the Bombers to make that mental mistake, and you're just being aggressive. You can't always blame the girls for trying to be aggressive. Jones doubled right after that. Would have knocked in Eister. Eister is 2 for 2 in the ball game. Eister's going to swing through that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
Big Rye, we like to call her, for obvious reasons.
Little chopper back up the middle. That's going to be a base
in
hit.
trouble for second.
Yeah.
Eister's safe.
That ball was right back up the middle, and Jimenez went about 6 steps to her right, made a backhand, but when she caught it, she was dead. She wasn't going to pick it up and throw Eister out from that point. So another little infield single for Eister.
Eister is too fast.
Eister's 3 for 3 on the game, and that's a good sign.
Too fast.
Helsing with Jones on deck. Low inside, ball 1. My mic's on the ground. I'm not talking.
Professional. That's a professional for you right there.
It's been on the ground ever since I fixed the camera.
Yeah. So we definitely hadn't given up on this game here with the Bombers trailing 6-1, but the Bombers do play again today at 3:30.
Umpire getting the count from the field umpire.
The Bombers will be back in action at 3:30 p.m. here in Chesterfield, Missouri. And so we'll be live on the air before the game starts. And with the new system that we're working here with the camera, you can go to the Mississippi Bombers page, click on the link. We always put the link up a few minutes before game time. Click the link, it'll take you to YouTube, and you can watch the game through the camera system on YouTube. So a little bit different than what we've done in the past, but as you can see on the screen, the graphics gives you the count, gives you the, there goes Eister. She's going to steal the base, and Helsing's going to strike out. But you can always go to the Mississippi Bombers page, click the link, it'll take you to the YouTube, and it'll take you live to the ball game. So the new system from Coach Roth that we got here for the fall, you can see it gives you the count, the score, and keeps up with the batters, all that good info that you need. Here's a drive from McKinley Jones that's going to be back against the fence. The Silverhawks is going to make the catch, and Jones gave it a good ride, but caught at the fence, and that's going to be the ball game, and the Bombers are going to lose 6-1 here to the Silverhawks out of Chicago. And the Bombers will have to get the bats going for this second game today at 3:30. So we'll be back on the air around 3:20 today.
Weather
Weather permitting, for more Bomber softball. 3:30 and 6 p.m. 2 more games scheduled for the Bombers today. So the Bombers drop this one 6-1, lose it to the Silverhawks, and till 3:30 for TC Callahan, it's Red Moscone saying so.